Hello class, I wanted to give you a little screencast recording to walk you through the financial statements template that is due this Saturday night at midnight, October 11th. Basically, you're going to start with a blank Excel workbook. It needs to be your own work, own typing, same standard instructions as all the other Excel assignments. But what you're going to learn to do is kind of how to copy and paste data into Excel and manipulate it in a way that'll help you understand the three basic financial statements. So first, you're going to rename the sheet one to the balance sheet. So I'm going to go over here and rename. I right-clicked on the tab, and I'm just going to rename it to the balance sheet. And then I'm going to go into CapSim, and actually, I just pulled up an annual report. This is the annual report from Ferris. And here in the annual report, and the way you pull up the annual report is you go to, you can log in here and you can go to your reports, and it's under annual report. And so basically you're going to grab the balance sheet here. I'm just going to copy, hit Control C, toggle over to the book one. Now there's a couple of different things that may or may not happen. Sometimes you can hit paste and it works out fine like it did there. Sometimes you actually have to do kind of a paste special. This just depends on your, and then click on text. Depends on your browser settings and if you got the whole table or not. So I just did a paste special text. Now you can see how I have the amounts. And basically what you're doing is where there's current amounts, you can type these in if you want, or you can paste them in. And you just need to make sure that you have formulas where there's supposed to be subtotals. So I just did a sum key, and then this is division. See how it's 35.6, and actually it's cash divided by total assets. And so that's the percentage right there. And then I'm just going to anchor this and copy this down to here. And then when you copy it down to here, it's going to give you a value error because it thinks it's supposed to be over here. And I'm just going to move it over here. And then you go throughout the whole balance sheet, doing the balance sheet. And then you also do the same thing for the income statement. Just typed in income statement there. I'm going to toggle back over to the annual report. I'm going to skip down to the income statement. The income statement is a little bit trickier because it's not all in one table here. It's still doable, but it has to do it in two parts. I'm going to go ahead and do the paste special text option again, just to get the income statement. And I'm going to toggle back to, let's see here, the lower part of the income statement here. So I can grab that. Let's see, I'm going to try right about there. Text. It wasn't quite right. That's okay. I'll just move it over right about there. Just one more. Okay. You actually don't need all of these. If you only have one product, you probably don't need these extra rows. Oops. Just gonna delete those. And basically, if you have one product, it's just one column here. But if you have more than one product, you're going to need to do kind of a sum. Oops. Sum all that, and then I can do it that way. And then the contribution margin, I'm actually going to sum. I'll actually do a plus this minus this minus this minus this minus this. There's a couple different ways you can do it. Well, that didn't look right. Let's see here. What am I doing? Oh, because it has total variable right there. Okay. So I do plus this minus this to give me total variable costs. And then the percentage over here is a percentage of basically of sales. So a percentage of itself. I'm going to anchor this, copy this down. And you can see it does change the percentages slightly. And you copy that down. That's the income statement. Now the cash flow statement looks harder, but it's actually easier because there's no real formulas. All you need to do is I'm just going to copy this over to the cash flow statement, paste special text. In the cash flow statement, there's three main categories. There's the, looks like that didn't copy over quite right. Let's see what it's supposed to be. This one's actually supposed to be over here. So you got three main categories. You got cash flow from operations, which is basically this subtotal right here, and that's not right, is it? Oh, I know what. It went too far. There we go. And then you have plan improvements, which in this case was that amount. Cash flow from financing activities is that amount. And then net change in cash position is basically cash flow from operations plus the cash flow from investment activities, cash flow from financing activities. That gives you the net cash from cash flow. And so basically there's three different categories on the cash flow statement. And those are the three numbers that you add. And that's basically it for the cash flow statement. And then clean it up, make it look professional. It's supposed to teach you how to copy and paste different data sets into Excel, do some subtotals so you understand how the spreadsheets are set up, and turn it in Saturday night by midnight. Hopefully that helps. Remember to rename all the tabs. This isn't quite done yet, but you get the general idea. Good luck and see you in class on Monday.